Hello everyone, welcome back to the Python programming series. In the previous lecture, we learned about Python operators and how they are used to perform different operations in Python. In today's lecture, we will learn about Python keywords and data types and understand the different types of data Python can store. So let's get started. What are keywords? Keywords are reserved words in Python that have a special meaning. These words are already used by Python, so we cannot use them as variable names, functions, function names, or class names. Let's do an example. For 4 equal to 10, print 4. Let's run this code. This gave an syntax error. Here we trying to store the value 10 in a variable called 4. But when we run this Python immediately gives a syntax error. Because for is a keyword in Python, it is a reserved word that Python already uses for its own purpose, especially for writing for loops. Python does not allow us to use any keyword as a variable name, function name, or class name. The moment Python sees 4 equal to 10, it gets confused and throws an error. Simple rule: never use Python keywords as variable names. How to get all Python keywords? Python provides a built-in module called keyword. Import keyword, print keyword .kw list. Let's run this code. Import keyword, print keyword .kw list. We get all the Python keywords. Keyword versus variables. Keywords. Reserved words cannot be used as variable names fixed by Python. Variables. User defined names can store values created by the programmer. Let's do example. Age equal to 20, name equal to Keshav. These are variable. These are variable names we create ourselves to store values. We are free to name them anything we like as long as we follow the naming rules. But look at this. If equal to 10. This is not allowed. If is a keyword. Python uses it for writing conditional statement. We cannot use it as a variable name. The difference is simple. Keywords are fixed in Keywords are fixed by Python and have a special meaning. Variables are created by us to store our own data. Python data types. At data types, tell Python what kind of a value a variable stores. Example: number, decimal number, text, list, dictionary. Python automatically detects the data type. Using type function, we can check the data type using the type function. Let's do some examples. x equal to 10, print type x. Here we get class int. That type function is a built-in function in Python that tells what kind of data is stored in a variable. Here x stores the value 10, which is a whole number. So type x tells us it belongs to the class integer, which stands class int, which stands for integer. You can use type function on any variable to quickly check its data type. This is very useful when you are not sure what kind of a value a variable is holding. Let's do an example of float value 10.5. Let's run this code. We get class float, and we can write 2 plus 3j. We get complex. Complex is used to store complex number that have a real part and an imaginary part. In mathematics, the imaginary unit is written as I. In Python, we write it as j. So 2 plus 3j means real part is 2 and imaginary part is 3. And we can write Keshav. Here we get string. str stand for string. It is used to store text. Anything written inside single quotes or double quotes is a string. String indexing. Name equal to Python print name 0, print name -1. Here we get p and n. Every character in a string has a positional number called an index, starting from 0. Name 0 gives the first character, p. Name -1 gives the last character, n. Negative indexing count from the end. And -1 is the last character, -2 is the second last character, -3 is the last third character, like this. If I write 2, I will get t as output. T. List. A list store multiple values. Lists are mutable, which means we can change their values. Let's do an example. Numbers equal to 10, 20, 30. Print numbers, print type numbers. Output 10, 20, 30. and class list. A list is used to store multiple values in a single variable. Variable are written inside square brackets separated by commas. Now look at how to access a specific element in a list. Print numbers square bracket 1. Here we will get output 20. Let's run this code. We get output is 20. Just like strings, list elements also have index numbers starting from 0. So number 0 is 10, number 1 is 20, number 2 is 30. The most important thing about list, they are mutable. This means you can change, add or remove values after the list is created. We will learn more about list in a later lecture. Tuple. A tuple also stores multiple values. Tuples are immutable, which means we cannot change their values after creation. Let's do an example. Fruits equal to apple, banana, mango. Print type fruits. We get tuple. A tuple is very similar to a list. It also stores multiple values, but there are two differences. First, tuple use round brackets instead of square brackets. Second, tuples are immutable. Once you create a tuple, you cannot change its values. You cannot add or remove, modify anything inside it. Accessing elements works the same way. Like print fruits square bracket and 0. We get apple. Use at apple when you have data that should not change. For example, days of the week or months of the year, like this. Boolean. Boolean stores only two values, true and false. Let's do an example. Print type true, print type false. Boolean is the simplest data type in Python. It stores only two possible values, true or false. Notice that true and false are written with a capital first letter. True or false in lowercase will give an error. Like it gave an error. Booleans are used constantly in programming. Every time you write a condition, the result is a boolean. For example, 10 greater than 5 gives you true and 10 greater than 20 gives false. Like this. Set. A set stores unique values. Duplicate values are automatically removed. Let's do an example. S equal to 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. print as print type as. Here we get 1 to 3 as set and type as set. A set store multiple values just like a list, but with one very important difference. A set only keeps unique values. Duplicate values are automatically removed. Here we stored 1 to 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, but the output shows only 1, 2, 3 because the duplicate 1 and 2 were removed automatically. Also notice sets use curly brackets. And one more thing, sets are unordered, which means the order of element may not be the same as you typed them. Sets are very useful when you want to remove duplicates from a collection of values. Dictionary. A dictionary stores data in key value pairs. Let's do an example of an dictionary. Student equal to curly brackets, name equal name, Keshav, age 20, city Jaipur. Print student, print type student. Let's run this code. We get the dictionary name Keshav, age 20, city Jaipur, class, and type as dictionary. A dictionary stores data in key value pairs. Think of it like a real dictionary. You look up a word and you get its meaning. Here the key is the word and the value is the meaning. Each pair is written as key value and pairs are separated by commas, all inside curly brackets. To access a specific value, use the key print student name we get the output as Keshav. Here name is the key and Keshav is the value. Using the key inside square brackets gives you the corresponding value directly. Dictionaries are extremely useful when you want to store related information together, like the details of a student's, employee, or product. Summary. Today we learned Python keywords versus variables, data types, integer, float, complex, string, list, tuple, boolean, set, dictionary, type function. These are the most commonly used data types in Python. Practice each example and try changing the value to better understand how every data type works.